Thanks, Laurencia. Let's talk about these state finals matchups in Delaware. The Cape Henlopen Vikings are taking on the Smyrna Eagles for the D1 DIAA state finals. Plus, Del Mar looking for their 6th straight state title for D2 field hockey. And we can't forget about Caesar Rodney boys soccer. They want to take home that state title. Let's get to it. A big crowd for Cape Henlopen versus Smyrna. Vikings up 2-0. Noel Saba adding to the score, and Cape is seeking their 5th straight. A shot by Luis Rishko, but look at this save by Haley Geiger for Smyrna. Moving on to the other field hockey powerhouse, Del Mar taking on Newark Charter. The Wildcats trying to get on the board early. Macy Bradford going to pick up some loose change, and she gets it to go to the back of the cage 3 minutes into the game. Del Mar wins 8-0, and for the 6th straight year, they become state champions. Head coach Jody Holloman says dedication is one of the main reasons for their success.
It's hard to even put into words, the success of this program and, the dedication of these kids. The seniors that just won a state title have never lost a hockey game, which is just crazy to even think about. And, it's just a testament to the great kids that they are.
Now moving on to Caesar Rodney. The Riders were undefeated all season long. Can they keep that streak alive and become state champions? The fans showed up for Caesar Rodney versus Elysianum. Sally's up the field, but a nice defensive play by Pierce Cheslock. But Sally's would hold on to win 2-0 and become DIAA Division I boys soccer champions. An exciting day for the state finals. Congratulations once again to Cape Henlopen for winning their 5th straight state title. And the Del Mar Wildcats, who continue to dominate, win their 6th straight state title. Reporting from Dover, Delaware for Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago. A big Saturday here in Salisbury. The Seagulls take on TCNJ. But first, the Parkside Rams take on the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings for a 1A-2A playoff matchup.
The Vikings coming to Salisbury to face the Rams. Cambridge up 10-6. Tayon Fletcher finds a hole and takes it to the end zone. All the way with a stiff arm. Head coach Toby Pierce says this victory was earned, not given.
We truly had to earn this victory, and that just is great for the soul. We keep telling the kids we've been breathing this playoff air, and now we get to extend it another week. This playoff air is pure, crisp, genuine, and a whole lot of fun.
My mindset was coming into the game was, just to win with my teammates. I want to thank my linemen, for the blocks. It wouldn't be possible without them. Coaches, it wouldn't be possible without them making the right calls. It means a lot because, coming out, it could be your last. But we came out, fought hard, and came out with the victory.
We're now at Siegel Stadium, where Salisbury has a chance to clinch the NJAC title with a win over TCNJ.
The Seagulls hosting the Lions, and defense wins championships, right? Sam Pagello keeping his eyes on the quarterback for a big tackle. And TCNJ trying to come back, but look at this huge sack from Jameer Furbush for a big loss of yards. But the Lions still eyeing the comeback. An interception by Lou Truppa. SU, though, gets the ball back, and they want to call game. Look at this run by Chad Gleason all the way for 6, and he says, "This is my house." Salisbury holds on to become NJAC champions with a 37-23 victory over TCNJ.
That'll do it for a big football Saturday here in Salisbury. For Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago. Zach, there's a Sunday tradition for many Eagles fans. They mute the TV and turn on the radio and let the voice of the Eagles take over for the next few hours. Inside a small, unassuming radio station in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, sits a man with one of the most iconic voices in the NFL.
The sky is December serious as the Eagles get set for the Dallas Cowboys.
Good evening, everyone. Merrill Reese, thrilled to be back.
Merrill Reese, the play-by-play voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, is headed into his 45th season. His journey started with a dream. He worked at a small station and then moved to a bigger station, WBCB, which he is now a managing partner of. Merrill worked at WWDB in Philadelphia before he got his call to where he is now, 94.1 WIP.
Was one of 94 people to audition for a summer relief job at WIP. Found out 4 months later that I was selected. Went in and did the morning sports, And before I left the building that day, they signed me to do the pre and post game Eagles shows. And then 5 years later did the color. And a year after that did the play-by-play, and the rest is history.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 Eagles, the ball on the 9-yard line.
COVID restrictions kept visitors out of the radio booth this year, but we did visit with Reese during the preseason just a few years back, when Merrill says he still dyed his hair. There may be more gray in the booth these days, but that doesn't limit just how much prep work Reese still does 4.5 decades into the job.
The preparation is non-ending. I am at practice. I come back in the evening. I look at game tape, end zone offense and defense of the team the Eagles are facing. The memory part of it has become very, very easy for me. I can memorize a roster in about 15 minutes.
Merrill tells us that he prepares for every game at his radio station. And speaking of those games, he still gets nervous before every one. He brings that prep work and those nerves with him here to South Philadelphia, where he calls the games every Sunday in the booth at Lincoln Financial Field. 45 years of prep work and game day jitters. So how much longer will Merrill be in the booth?
Forever. Forever. The word retirement is one that I cringe when I hear. I have no desire to retire ever. I could see myself doing this for many more years. I really could.
7-0 Eagles, 10:50 to go in the opening quarter. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line.
It all started with a dream with hard work that turned into one of the most iconic voices in the National Football League. Merrill Reese is better than ever going into year 45.
Out of the 10, he fumbles the football and is picked up by the Eagles. First hit, and the Eagles have the ball until coughs it up. 17 yards.
The man lives and breathes Eagles football. To stay sharp, Merrill tells me when he attends practice that he calls the action under his breath